All right, guys, how's it going? I can't say it's turned out nice again because it hasn't really. I have been out today to get my Yogi Bear cut, and it's a little bit overcast, but it's still warm. T-shirt weather in it. All right, just saying. Anyway, in this video, we're going to be talking about Mo Salah, as Fabrizio Romano would rant and fucking rave about. You know what he's like when he mentions him in a bit. When he does a video about Mo Salah, we're talking about Mo Salah. You know what I mean? He gets well excited, him. Anyway, we're going to be talking about Mo Salah and the possibility of a contract extension. And there seems to be a lot of speculation about this, but I don't know if it's just wishful thinking. What do you think? Because the claims in the last, like, say, 24 hours and that, they're not coming from very, like, you know what I mean? Well, they're coming from terrible sources, if you like. Outlets, Twitter accounts, shitty fucking, websites that just regurgitate everything. You know what I mean? And I'm not referring to KopTalk. There's fuck all wrote on KopTalk today. Because I don't behave like that, guys. I don't do shit like that. And I mean, I'm sorry. One of the people that's involved in this, these claims, for example, is, will that open on there? Have you ever opened your laptop before? Open the lid and it's like, like, you know what I mean? No, has you never done that? Always make sure you close down your browser before you fucking shut the laptop lid. Did it on a train once, and I was fucking best fucking train ride for everyone else, that's for sure. Anyway, Ekram Konur, we'll call him Ekram. Now, in his bio on X, it says global transfer expert. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not listening to anything that anyone puts in. I'm not listening to anyone that says in their bio that they are a global transfer expert. What the fuck is a global transfer expert? You wouldn't even call Fabrizio Romano a global transfer expert, would you? It's not like dismissing him, because, he's good. We like Fabrizio, right? We like him. Yeah. But what I mean is, like, we'll be the fucking judge of that. Like, they put stuff in the bios, like that global chat. We'll be the fucking judge of that. You've only got a poxy Gmail email address anyway. And I'm not having that. But listen, maybe you think, what he says is all right. I mean, he's followed by David Ornstein. Can you believe that? Well, I follow people as well using my top secret account on X, right? Because I like to keep an eye on what people are fucking saying, but it's not necessarily an endorsement, all right? Now, some of these people have private accounts, these fellas, right? They have that little lock symbol, right? So what I do is I give him my secrets away here. I get on Google Images and download a nice sexy picture of a chick. Like, listen, right? And I put that as my profile picture. And I make sure it's on a Twitter account, an X account, that's a few years old, so it doesn't create suspicion. Otherwise, it would say created January 24. There's a bird on it, no followers, no nothing like. I'm not accepting that. So always get an old account, change the username, and then put like a nice hot bird on it. Chick, girl, woman, lady. Right, I don't mean with the baps out or anything. I just mean like just because the fellas are more likely to go, oh, she's all right. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, so you have to deal with them sliding into your DMs later. I know what it feels like to be a woman now. I do, honestly. Right, I've not transitioned completely. Okay, that'd be like, it'd be sacrilege, honestly, if I locked that off, man. But thanks, mum, and dad, I guess. Anyway. So this gadget, listen, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck who they are. If Fabrizio Romano put in his bio, global transfer expert, I'd never listen to him again. Anyway, he's basically chimed in. And he said, but the thing is, he's chimed in at the same time as some really terrible outlets have said something. And I'm not sure who came first, to be honest. Don't, I'm making for you, make me laugh. It's not always me. He said Liverpool believe they will extend the contract of 31-year-old Egyptian striker Mohamed Salah despite being offered high salary offers from Saudi Arabian clubs. And he's claiming that Liverpool are confident of extending Salah's contract. He's currently set to expire in the summer of 2025. Now the thing is, do you know what I think? I'm going to go with something that was said to me recently. And I ain't no Twitter ITK, all right? I make these videos for my online friends and people associated to the website. And I was told, now I don't know if there's any truth to this, that there was a slight disagreement between Mo Salah and his agent, run me a bath, run me a bath, not Remy, that's my dog. Rami Abbas, that something, run me a bath, and it always reminds me of Rami, but now I want to call him Remy because now you guys have started calling my dog Remy Abbas. It's so confusing. And the suggestion was that they had different ideas over the direction that Mo should go now. Now, your initial reaction to that is because we don't like football agents, do we? It's like, oh, it's all about them. They just want their money and their slice of the money. So you automatically think, well, that must mean that Rami Abbas is trying to push him to the Saudi Pro League with a quid's in. Whereas Mo's maybe saying, well, I think I can still play at the top, which he obviously can for a long time yet in Europe, right? But it doesn't necessarily mean that. I just think that we jump at that, don't we? We jump to conclusions. We'll be like, well, if they've got different opinions, it's obviously him after the money. I don't know. It might not be that. It could be the other way around. It could be Mo saying, I really want to go out there, and his agent could be saying, no, I think we should stay here, Mo. Because they work together and they're close, you know what I mean? Anyway, so the rumour, I don't even know if it's rumour. The person that spoke to me about it, I have complete faith in them. And they were saying that the both of them are a bit different on what should happen next. Do you know what I mean? And that could explain why we're hearing suggestions of the possibility of Mo extending his contract. But I have trouble with some of it, but I won't go into that. There's a part of me that thinks that maybe this Saudi Pro League thing is not working out exactly as it might have done it might have supposed to have done, if that makes sense. There was a lot of hype around it. We even did a draw on here, right, and said, let's have a Saudi team for next year. Let's watch the league. Let's watch it because we've got all these great footballers out there. And truth be told, not many of us have actually fucking even looked at it, right? I know some of you have because you keep telling me about the attendances and how poor it is. And you can understand the player going out there at the end of his career. But I mean, even I think it would be criminal for Mo Salah to go out there at the moment. I actually think it was criminal that 5 Yard went out there. We all know he's gone out there to do it for the gays. But, right, he could have still played in it for a decent Premier League team. Yeah. So it's the money, right? But what I never understand is they're already multi-millionaires. So when Jordan Henderson did go out there, people were saying, yeah, but he set his family up for life now. Well, I'm sorry, but how could he not set his family up? I mean, he was hardly struggling, was he? Do you know what I mean? Like, if it was an ordinary working class person, man or woman, that was offered a ridiculous job somewhere, and we were all like, what the fuck? We'd all be like, yeah, but think about it. They paid the mortgage off, or they set the kids up. That's all that matters in life. You're a parent, because you're going to kick the bucket one day, make sure your kids are all right, yeah? But when you're already a multi-millionaire, the justification of moving out there, to set your family up for life, is complete and utter wank to me. Honestly, it really is, because you give me a fraction of what these footballers earn, and my kids will be all right forever. So it's all about. We all know it's about the money, right? Let's not all this shit about going out there to learn about the culture. No, you fucking not. What fucking culture? Do you know what I mean? I don't know. We're going off on one. So Mo Salah going out there now would be fucking criminal. And it doesn't make sense. And I feel like some of those players have gone out there and have reported back and going, it's fucking shite. I mean, surely if you're, I'm trying not to give my personal, experiences. What I was going to say was, surely if you're an athlete, you want to be at the top of your game. And I feel like this every day, guys, honestly. Now I'm sat here and I'm thinking, I really should be at the gym now. But don't overdo it, kind of thing. So surely if you're like a footballer, you want to win everything, like that's important. So Mo Salah can still win the Premier League with Liverpool, for example. He could still win, Champions League medals, whether that's at Liverpool or somewhere else. Mo Salah can still do the business. I think it would be wrong to go out there. Now, we all know about his culture and the reasons why he would be attractive to that league and why they would pay so much money. But I don't know. See, I would understand it if Mo wanted to go out there because he wanted to be the main man, do you know what I mean? Again, to do with his background and his beliefs and whatnot. I would understand that. But not for money and certainly not for glamour. And I think Mo can still... Well, there's no thinking it. It's a ridiculous fucking statement. We all know Mo Salah can do the business for a few years yet in Europe, in the top leagues, whether it's with us or anyone else. Now, there was comments, wasn't there, last year, where I felt like he was a little frustrated at Liverpool. I can't remember specifically what the comment was, but it kind of made it sound like he'd be open to playing for another European giant. So which then brought me back to the Real Madrid thing because, what was it called? The Egyptian plan was always for him to go to Real Madrid, especially it would be massive for his country, a lot of pressure on him from big business out there, politicians to have, this Egyptian superstar at Real Madrid and on a personal level, but it's never materialised, that opportunity, has it? So... does he need to extend his contract? And if he did extend his contract with Liverpool aren't going to pay him more, are they? Could you think Liverpool would do that? What I'm trying to say in this video, you're probably thinking, I'm a bit confused with this video. Well, I am. I'm actually genuinely confused, and that's why I'm struggling with it a little bit, because I can't get my head around it. I can't get my head around what's actually happening. People are saying that there's this split between the player and the agent. Not like a drama. You can sit with your pal, can't you, and go, I don't want to do that. No, come on, let's go down there. She'll be down there with that bird. No, I want to stay in this. Does this fucking love this crew? So it's just a little difference of opinion, isn't it? It's not like drama. It don't mean they're falling out or anything. It just means maybe one's saying, no, I think you should do this. But we don't know who's pushing for what at the present time. Now... what could be changing things in Salah's mind, all right, is one, I think the possible feedback that's coming from that league where players, because we've seen players go out there that want to come back, right? And maybe now people are saying, Mo, don't fucking do it, mate. And he's thinking, right, okay, I'll go out there when I'm 34, 35, something like that, right? It could be that, or a little bit of that. But it could also be the fact that Liverpool right now are doing very well. And that could be tugging a little bit, because I always think that when you're doing well, when your club's doing well, it's difficult to maybe not renew or not extend, right? You know what I mean? So we spoke about this before about Jurgen Klopp. And if you followed my channel or KopTalk or whatever for a long time, you'll know that whenever there was speculation about Jurgen possibly extending his contract, the media all at one point was saying, no, he's going to complete this Liverpool contract and he's then going to take time off. It's what we hear all the time, right? And I was the only one at the time that said, I disagree. I've been told that he will extend if everything's going right. And I don't think that you have to be, no great sources or anything to come to that. I think it's also common sense, because if Liverpool win the European Cup or win the Premier League, major silverware, and you're the main man, whether you're a player or the manager, you find it difficult to leave, right? Because it's like, because you're the god. Everyone's like, oh man, thank you so much. Everyone's happy. you've got the owners or your manager, the chief executive trying to reward you more and more money, and you are the man. And it's like, fuck, I don't, I could stack it up and come on, we could stay another year. We'll do another 2-3 years, man. And then we'll go and do that. Or then we'll have time off. So I think when Liverpool are doing well, it goes really, in a positive way in terms of extending a contract, whether you're the manager or a star player or something. If it's the reverse of that, and Liverpool are maybe underachieving, or that, look at it from two different ways. You're a player and the club are underachieving. You're looking around, they're thinking the same as us guys. And I know Liverpool players have commented about this in recent years, and the owners, right? And they're going to comment about things like, well, you know, I love playing for this club. This is things that get said, you know, like to say local business friends and that, you know, because well, we don't need to go into that and why you need to know things like that. But let's just say, you know, a player might speak to someone, you know, like they don't always speak to the media. What you see in the media is just, you know, that's just trotted out, right? It's managed. You know, these people are trained to say the right thing. When they're out for a meal and they're maybe saying good night to the owner of a bar or something, so what do you reckon then? You know, are you going to be staying around? Well, you know, I like playing for Liverpool. I love it here. You know, I love the city and everything. I'm not getting any younger though, you know, and you have to wonder whether these owners, you know, the ownership here will invest in the team. So they ask the same questions as we do as supporters. The players are not walking around with FSG out t-shirts, you know what I mean, like Seano and that. But what I mean is, like, they're human beings at the end of the day, so they're going to think, well, have I got a chance to win something here? So if Liverpool are not doing well, it's like, you know, maybe this is my last opportunity to go and try and win something somewhere else. I was just thinking about Michael Owen. You know, he wanted to win, didn't he? And did Michael Owen leave to win the European Cup, but then Liverpool won it? Without him, I can't remember the timing of the year. And you know what my memory is like. But there was some irony about it at the time. So Liverpool are doing really well at the moment. And if you're Mo Salah and you're enjoying yourself, he looks happy, right? Whereas we've seen Mo Salah before when the team was underachieving, he hasn't looked happy, or he's taken to social media and we've read little comments and thought, oh, that sounds a little bit suspect. That, do you know what I mean? So I'm not sure that I'm doing a very good job with this video, but I'm authentic. I don't read from a script or anything. And sometimes I just go over these things in my mind. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. Mo Salah, contract extension. Let me know if you think it could be genuine. Do you think he will extend? Do you think there's anything in it? The thing that's concerning me is the people saying it, I think are saying it more out of to attract interest. I don't think there's anything credible out there at the moment. But then if it happens, would you look back and go, well, they were right? I wouldn't. I would look back and think, well, it's because Liverpool are doing well. And because these people, other players have gone to Saudi and gone, it's fucking wank. So I just think it's common sense. If you want to try, you could be an ITK today just by common sense. This is all these people do. Fucking journalists have done it for years, right? So to me, it's common sense. Well, I can't prove it, but I reckon my intuition's right. I do think there's this, the Saudi League is maybe a little bit more disappointing than the thought. So then it boils down to, is it about money, what's your age and all that? And then the common sense element of Liverpool fucking, we might win the league. If we win the league, do you really want to walk out on that? Do you know what I mean, guys? Whether you're a manager or a player, do you really want to leave at that? Some people could argue, well, you leave when you're at your top. I think that's bullshit. So for me, right, my opinion is that these people making the claims, whether they're journalists or ITK knob jockeys, is that they're just going, Liverpool are doing well, so you might extend it. That's it. You know what I mean? And I do think that there is that element of people reporting back saying, this Saudi Pro League's fucking garbage. But if you're at the end of your career, you want a big paycheck, then that makes sense. I just don't think Mo Salah's at the end. But he's not at the end of his career, is he? He don't need to go out there yet. He could go out any time he wants and still be the main man. So he's got time to pursue. So if it broke this afternoon that Mo Salah's extended a new contract, not for 1 minute would I think any of those people knew what was really going on, because I don't believe they do, guys. I just don't. We keep an eye on the people that we probably know what's going on. Do you know what I mean? Or I've got a good idea. Excuse me. So anyway, a long video. I didn't expect it to be this long, to be honest with you. Let me know what you think. Let me just check something. How are you doing? You all right? Good. Oh, excuse me. Right. Upside down tablet. Fucking dickhead. As long as it's not an upside down pineapple. Keep an eye on them shopping fucking trolleys next time you're in a supermarket. Google it if you don't know what I'm talking about. It comes up on the stream every now and then on a weekend. Martin, he drops the odd pineapple in the chat and people make reference to it being no upside. It really doesn't matter. So it's 2024 now. Mo Salah's deal runs until 2025, right? If you're Liverpool, if Liverpool offer him a new contract past 2025, it doesn't mean that Liverpool see him as a future and won't sell him. If you're the owners, come on. If you're the owners, you're going to be thinking, I think if you're John Henry, you're going to be like, so what you're saying is you can leave for free next year. Is that what you mean? Yeah, offer him a fucking contract. So there's an element of that, isn't there, as well? Do you know what I mean? And if Liverpool got him to ink a contract until 2027, I personally wouldn't celebrate and think, well, Mo's going to see out his career with us. I just think that's Liverpool protecting themselves. So I think common sense at the current time, from the owner's point of view, from the club's point of view, the players' point of view, everybody really, right, if Liverpool are doing well, says extend that contract a little bit more, because Liverpool have protection. The player gets an extended salary and he still gets his move in the future. Am I making sense here? I'm not sure I am. And I think that it's just common sense that these people are claiming. I aren't going to ever pay attention to anyone that's got a bio that says I'm a football transfer expert. Do you see that on Paul Joyce's fucking, bio, or David Ornstein? Even Romano's doesn't say that. You know what I mean? So usually when people are writing these things, they're trying to make themselves sound more important than they are. We'll be the fucking judge of what you are, all right? If you were to say to me, do you think he'll extend, Dunk? I honestly don't know. Some people are saying, do you think he might go in January? No, there's no way he'll even get. Fucking, there'd be anarchy, wouldn't there? There'd be riots. I don't know. I don't think he's going anywhere at the moment. My personal opinion is that he's that this bad vibes coming out of Saudi Arabia. The players enjoying his football. Why would you want to lead that unless you're motivated by money when you're already minted? Why do you need to be? Do you know what I mean, guys? Let me know what you think anyway. I'm sorry if it's a shite video. I'll speak to you in a bit. All right, please thumbs up the video if you appreciate the video. It doesn't mean you enjoy the video. All right. Please leave a comment. It's very important to me. I like to see what you guys. I can't respond to everybody's comments, right? I do try and acknowledge them, so please don't ever think I'm being rude. Channel members get priority, just saying, all right? Channel members, channel supporters, read the video description. And that's it, yeah. So just read the video description if you want to follow me on Twitter and all that shite as well. All right, guys. Let me know what you think. And like I said, I'm sorry if I haven't done a very good job trying to convey, but what I'm doing in real time is processing it. Just fuck off.